Hi. See? Gracias. Yeah. All right, let's go. Nice little sets on the jet skis. Go scuba diving in. Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh. I'm out here at the beach spot down in Mexico, and I wanted to shoot a quick video about making offers, because so many of you guys are making your best offer up front and it's killing you. It's costing you deals, and you're getting deals that should be deals and you're not getting them, and this is what happens. So the seller says, this is what I want for my house, or maybe your best offer, or whatever, right? And that's totally normal. That's what they're gonna say. And then you look at the deal, you try to get the info, or you go out and look at the property and you look at it and you give them your best offer. And I understand the intention, and it's a great intention, right? But the reality of it is you're killing yourself. Sellers are gonna go through four stages of what they want for their house. And it's no different for any of us, if we're selling a car, if we're selling our house, whatever, right? First stage is where you're kind of thinking about selling. And that's where you're like, what do you want for your house? And it's like some retail number over retail number, right? That's like, if I asked you, what do you want for your car that you just bought, that you don't want to sell, that you love? You're gonna be like, retail or more than retail, right? No different. What do you want for that watch you just bought, right? So same thing. Jewelry, whatever. Houses are no different. Now, the second asking price comes after you realize the value and you're serious about doing something. So if I now actually have reason to sell my watch, or reason to sell my car, or reason to sell my house, okay, the thought process of my asking price is gonna be a little bit different. So I'm gonna give a lower number than the first asking price, okay? Now the third asking price isn't gonna come until somebody's already made me an offer, and that's typically when the offer is lower than what I wanna pay. Now sometimes people's second asking price will go right to an actual decent deal, but most people, their second asking price is still higher than they can walk away with, because we're humans by nature. We want, we're greedy, we want more, okay? So second asking price is, they're kind of realistic, they're kind of getting realistic. Third asking price now comes, you've made an offer, someone's made an offer, and it's like, shoot, I don't want to take that. What's the lowest I'll really go? I got to think about it and get back to you. That's the third asking price, okay? Now, fourth asking price comes after I come back on third asking price, say, here's where I'm at, okay? And they walk away from the deal. Buyer says no, but I still want to sell. Now I'm at fourth asking price. Now I learned this process in the car business. A lot of you guys know I was in the car business for a while. That's where I got my PhD in sales before I got into real estate, and went through my school on marketing. But in my education on sales that I got in the car business, I realized this four-step process. Okay, I was taught this four-step process. Now with houses, this is what it looks like, guys. Your first asking price that you need to get out of the seller comes right after you get the lead. So you answer the phone, or you're calling them back if you left them a voicemail, like if you're doing cold calling on steroids, and they say, hey, blah, blah, blah. You say, hey, calling you back about the house. Oh, yeah, thanks, Josh. All right, so I'm just walking to the office right now. What's the address? And they're like 123 Main Street or whatever. Great, how much do you want for it? You just catch them off guard, ask them right away. Boom, just make it quick, guys. Just ask them, what do you want for it? And you'll be like, I don't know, 80% of the time. So I have a rebuttal for that, okay? But either way, I don't know, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, $1 million, doesn't matter. Don't beat them up, just let them go, okay? Now, you're gonna ask them, when are you moving? Where are you moving, okay? Oh, is it vacant? Oh, is it a rental property? Is it month to month, or are these people on a long-term lease? Once you find that stuff out, that's gonna tell you a lot about, that's gonna qualify 80% of the deal right there in the first minute and a half. So there's a huge tip. You can get through your leads if they're crap real quick. Ask those questions right away, and then if they still, then you can ask, why are you selling, right? Now you've got it all, pretty much, right there. If you know, do they live there? When and where are they moving, right? All that stuff, okay. So you do all that. Find out all that stuff, and it passes the qualification. You think, okay, great, it's a vacant house, or great, it's owner occupied, they're moving next month, they already know exactly where they're going, etc. Yes, they're serious, they're ready to sign a contract right now. Get a little bit of property info, okay? Now, At the end of this call, you're going to reiterate the value proposition. Probably your marketing already told them, you know, like your voicemail or your letter or your website, like, hey, I buy houses as is. You don't have to do anything. You know, there's no fees, and you get to pick the closeout date, the move out date, right? But now you're going to reiterate all that. So you're going to say, you know, again, I just want to reiterate, you know, my offer is going to be, you're not going to have to list it with a realtor and take all this time and have people tromping through at their house, right? So over the conversation, as they've told you about their house, as they've told you what they've wanted, they've told you the things that they don't want to do as well, and why they haven't talked to realtors, or why they're not, or whatever. And if they are saying they're going to talk to a realtor, great. Now you know what you've got, right? But all that stuff that they tell you, now you can use that and emphasize that, right? And remind them that, look, you don't have to deal any of that crap with me. This is going to be simple. It's like the easy button. Just pick a date, as is, no fees, right? And you're ready to go, okay? Now you say, with all that being said, what's the lowest you take? Okay, now they're going to give you their second asking price. Now you're like, okay, and it's still going to be 200, 300, a million, whatever. It still might be over retail. Don't let it, even the best real sellers, guys, they've sold stuff in their life. Okay, most people weren't born yesterday. They're still going to probably give you a retail number. Don't worry about it. But if everything else is lining up, okay, keep going. Now here's where this is what I'm talking about, guys. Now it's time for you to let them know what you want, what you're willing to offer, okay? You need to come in low. You need to come in so low that you can come back and let them win and still get the deal. That's the key. That's why I say quit making your best offer first. You've got to let them win. They're coming down. If you just give them your top thing, you think they're going to be like, oh, that's your best offer? No, they're just kicking your butt and negotiating, okay? And I've been there, and some of these sellers are really good. They've sold a lot of stuff, especially if you go to the high equity 65 plus crowd, because these people are so smart. They've done so many deals in their life, and they have equity, and they know how to play poker and stuff, right? But they do value what you'll do. They don't want to list with a realtor. They don't want people to trump through their house. They don't want to pay fees. They just want to pick a move out date. They want it to be easy, okay? So you have to come in with a low offer that gives you flexibility to negotiate with them. That's what they want to do, unfortunately, right? That's just the way we are as humans, okay? Now you hit them with that low offer. They come in with their third asking price. Now you kind of know what you're working with, right? Are they being realistic or not? If they're not being realistic at third asking price, now you know they're a retail seller, or they're not ready to sell, or you just need to follow up with them or whatever. But a lot of times they're going to come in now with something that's decent, okay? Boom. Now fourth asking price is going to come after you've basically got a verbal deal, whatever. Now maybe you see the house, you do your due diligence, whatever happens, right? Crap. That's where fourth asking price is. And it doesn't always come in, guys. Fourth asking price only happens sometimes when there's new information, right? You can't get the deal sold. You thought you could. You thought the location was better than it is. It's not. The condition, you know, the bids are coming in higher for the work, right? This is a normal part of real estate. It's due diligence, no different than wholesale. It's not something you talk about on the front end, but after you get the deal, you do your due diligence. And unfortunately, if you have to go back and say, look, we need to be here, okay, that's where fourth asking price is going to be, where they go in there. All right, so I hope that helps you guys out. Go out there and crush yourself a bunch of real estate deals. Guys, peace, love, and real estate.